All right, you guys, welcome to Conversations for Dummies. Can you hear my background music? Let's see. Can you hear me? Welcome to Conversations for Dummies. I do apologize. Give me just one quick second and I will be right back. All right, I am back. I apologize for the delay. Um, I had to go put my lipstick on because I forgot it. All right, you guys, welcome to Conversations for Dummies. I am really excited to be here today. I'm excited for my guest who is waiting in the background. Hopefully, you guys can hear the music playing in the background. And I just want to welcome you guys, first of all. Thank you guys for being here. This is Friday. This is Good Friday. And Easter is this weekend, this Sunday. And so hopefully you guys are ready for celebrations and all that stuff that you guys do for the holiday, the Easter holiday. I know everybody's looking forward to it. Hopefully we can have some Easter eggs, some colored Easter eggs, because you know eggs are really expensive these days. They have gone down a little bit, but they still kind of up there. So, but anyway, welcome to Conversations for Dummies. This show is all about having conversations about things that we are ignorant or not knowledgeable about. And there's a whole lot of things that I am not knowledgeable about. I mean, a whole lot. So, and the person on the show today, I have no clue, no idea how she does what she does. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring my special guest on, Miss Maria Antoinette.
Hi.
Hi
Good
there,
morning. How are you?
How are you? I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing
Good. I'm
great.
so happy to have you here. I'm going to mute the music for a second here. The song playing in the background is one of her special songs that she's done, Fly Away. And I'll play it again so you guys can hear it before we end the show today. Welcome so much. I am so honored to have you here
Oh,
today. I
thank
mean, I
you.
have been following you forever. Since I first heard of you, I've followed you. You know, I'm from San Diego, and that's where you were.
Yes.
Are you from San Diego?
I am from San Diego. I was born in Ohio, but
Okay.
my parents came out here when I was a little girl. So I am a Southern California girl.
Yes, ma'am. And when I first heard about you and saw you playing that harp, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this lady. She is so awesome.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much. So I want to start off. I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what you've done, where you've been with your career, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, for the listening audience, my name is Maria Antoinette, and that is my real name because people always ask, is that a stage name? No, that is the name on my birth certificate. I am from San Diego, and I am what they call a smooth jazz harpist. I'm a harpist by profession, but my genre is smooth jazz R&B. And I went to school here, was educated here. Because people say, how did this happen? How did this all begin? And I was in an all-girl school, Catholic school, and every year they had a music month, and so during that month they would bring in instruments from the symphony. And during one of these classes, they brought the harp in. And the harpist demonstrated. She was a harpist from the San Diego Symphony. She demonstrated, and I instantly knew that's what I wanted to do. She performed Debussy's First Arabesque on the harp. For those who know classical music, it was the hair on my arm stood up. So I said, that's what I wanted to do. So I went home and told my parents, I want to play the harp. Well, as in our community, um, you don't see the harp like you see the piano or the guitar or anything. So they're like, we don't know anything about a harp and we're not going to pay for any harp lessons. And no, no, no. So my brother at the time had a restaurant, and so I went to go work for him, and told him I want to take harp lessons, but I had to do it on my own. So basically, is long story short, in came the house, the teacher. I asked to study with this particular teacher, and she said, I only take serious students, and if you're going to take lessons for 3 months, 6 months, and then like like, oh, no, I don't want to do that, I'm not the teacher for you, because my students perform in competitions. And so I'm like, no, I'm not that. I knew what I wanted to do. So the harp came in. I started taking private lessons once a week, paying for my own harp, paying for my own lessons. And we fast forward, in a matter of probably 4 or 5 years, I was doing weddings, making money. And the family was just, like, what? And had this beautiful classical repertoire. And so again, I went on to school, majored in music, majored in harp performance, and had a very solid classical background. I played with the symphony in LA for a little bit, at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. But the whole time I was there, I said, I want to do R&B. I want to do our music. I want to do the music we grew up with. And so I got with a wonderful producer here. I don't know if you know Carl Evans Jr. from Fatburger. He was
Yes.
the musical director. He was my very first producer. And I went to him and I said, Carl, I want to do R&B on the harp, and I don't know how. So anyway, he had me watch as he produced other artists in the recording studio. So I nearly watched for 2 years as I observed some of the baddest musicians come through the studio and do their thing. And he produced my first CD, which is titled Sexy Paradise. As you know, he's gone on, he's transitioned, but he introduced me to another producer and told him to take good care of me. Because
Wow.
the music business is very treacherous and
Yes.
very deceptive, and so he put me in good hands. And I have done some amazing things. I mean, I have my own band now. I've toured across the country. I've done major jazz festivals. And now I'm on my 4th CD, which is coming out this summer. I will be
Nice.
dropping a single soon, probably in about 6 weeks to 8 weeks, from that new project. Like I said, what can I say? I've been to BET. I've played for the President of the United States. I've been flown. I am being flown across the country to perform at all kinds of venues and schools and concerts. And so my harp has taken me to some amazing places. And I'm always astounded that, I say, if I didn't play this instrument, I wouldn't even be here.
Wow.
And the doors I have come in, the homes that I've played in, from mansions to yachts to being flown first class all over the world. And I'm glad that, I think as a young kid, that I stuck to my guns, that I saw a vision for myself. For what I'm doing now, I saw a long time ago when I was young. I knew I would be doing
Yes.
this. And so the Creator has blessed me in most extraordinary ways. And that's kind of the gist of my story a little bit.
That is
But I could tell you
awesome.
so many things, and being number one on the charts, top 10, top 25, just all these sort of thing, doors of opening. But it's with anything, there is some ups and downs,
Yes.
and there's challenges that you meet. There's some lessons that you have to go through in order to stay sharp, because it is a
Definitely.
business. The music business is a business. But I have been really fortunate, and I think the angels, legions of angels, I always say when I walk out the door, walk with me, and to
Awesome.
guide and protect me, because the world it's very
Very crazy.
yes.
Very much so. That is awesome. And you played for Barack Obama, is that correct?
Yes, I've done. In fact, that he opened that door. I was doing a fundraiser in Los Angeles. Well, the tickets are to get into the door, like $45,000 per person,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
the entertainment. And this is before he became president. And
Wow.
so his team had come in from Chicago, and they saw me play, and they go, "We're bringing you to Washington D.C." And so from there, I did that and played Michelle Obama's. I get a call to play Michelle Obama's luncheon in Los Angeles at private
Wow.
estates and security, CIA, helicopters flying. And again, the tickets are like $40,000 per person to walk in the door, and they're sold out. And, I have to say, how did I get here? But through word of mouth and people talking, like, we have to have you. So my journey has been really, honestly, to tell you, it's been extraordinary.
That is awesome. That is beautiful. So when you first started to play the harp, how was it? Was it an easy thing to do, or did it come naturally to you, or did you have to really work hard at it?
I had to work hard because the harp is one of the most difficult instruments to play, besides probably the French horn. And
Yes,
so there's a lot going on. You got 47 strings, 7 pedals, and the right hand's doing something, the left hand's doing something. So it requires a lot of practice
yes,
and going in. But I didn't mind it at all. Because the end result was I was able to play this beautiful music. But I
yes,
had to really be consistent. It was a discipline. It really is a discipline, because people come to me and they go, "I want to play the harp." And I go, "That's wonderful. That's beautiful." Because I make it look easy, but it's not easy.
right. I bet. I bet.
But a lot of time goes into do what I do, and that's every day. Like right
Yes.
now, every day I'm practicing. I got to get on this section. There's certain sections that I'm approaching that may be technically difficult,
Hmm.
and I have to do it 1,000 times in order to make it smooth, and the execution is perfect.
So I can imagine that when you're learning the harp, they're not teaching you smooth jazz and R&B music. They're
Oh,
probably teaching you classical. So
yes,
how were you able to transition from doing the classical music to the
yeah.
smooth jazz and the R&B?
Well, that's where Carl came in, my producer,
Yes.
and he taught me a lot, and it's a whole different set of a mindset and way you think about music, because now it's no longer really the notes on the sheet. It's improvisation, it's
Mm.
chords, it's harmony, and you have to know that. So I went in to study jazz harp, because there are jazz harpists,
Hmm.
and so it requires a different skill set. So I had to
Okay.
go in and learn an entirely different skill set.
Wow. Now
Yes.
I know you, and I know one other harpist, a gentleman that I worked with, and I haven't heard from him in many years. How many harpists do you know today?
Oh, I know quite a bit.
Do you really?
Yes, yeah, because there's a society called the American Harp Society,
Mhm.
and so all the harpists from the United States and international um, are a membership. And
Okay.
then, of course, because I'm a melanated woman of color, there's a group of us from New York to Atlanta to Chicago
Oh,
to Northern California, and we connect and we know each other. Um, so there's that group, and then we have some young, beautiful kids coming up too that are learning harp. I have a girlfriend of mine who is a harpist in Atlanta, and she has a school where she's teaching kids in the inner city harp, which is wonderful. So there's some really good things going on. That's part of the legacy, and what most people don't know is that the harp is actually an African instrument. The one of the oldest
oh,
harps that I am actually doing a research study right now that I'm going to publish, um, comes out of Ethiopia over 5,000
wow.
years ago. And then you go from Ethiopia to Sudan to ancient Egypt. And you've probably seen in some of the artwork where you see
Yes.
sisters standing with the bow type instrument with strings with braids, and they're
Yes.
playing the harp. And so they played before the great kings and pharaohs, and depending on what part of Africa, the harp did different things. Some were used in ceremony and healing. Some are used in meditation. Some are used for entertainment. So the harp has been ancient times. It started in the cradle of civilization, which is our own. Then from there, it migrated to Europe, where the Irish have made it the national instrument of Ireland. So
Wow.
yeah. So it's gone through many transitions.
That is very interesting. I had no idea the harp came from Africa. See, this is
Mhm.
why this is called Conversations for Dummies, because I had no clue. That
Yes.
is awesome. That is great. And I didn't realize that there were so many people that played the harp, especially people
Mhm.
of color like
Yes.
us that play the harp. So that is really beautiful. So what's your next project? You said you have a new album coming out. When is that released already or
Not yet, not yet. That's what I'm
okay,
working on every day. And I was in the recording studio last week, and then I'll be back in the recording studio the end of this month to
okay,
try to put down some more songs, some more tunes. But I'm going to release a single from that album. I'm hoping early summer with a
okay,
video,
okay,
with the video, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's going to be exciting because the music I'm going to do on this album is the music I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm not going to
okay.
give it away, but you're going to be like in shock. You're like,
I am
she
excited. I
really did
can't wait.
that.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I know that you do cover tunes. Do you do, you also do some of your own music?
Absolutely. Yeah, this
Okay.
album will have originals. In fact, on all my last three albums, I do have original music.
Okay.
When you're doing smooth jazz music, and especially going into radio, they like cover songs because that is what people are, familiar with. So
Right,
you will
right.
see me release, music that you're familiar with, and that's only
Yes,
because of marketing. The song
right.
that you were playing when you came on Fly Away is an original tune. That's an
Yes,
original
yes.
song, but all my albums have original music on it.
That's beautiful. One of my co radio personalities, we used to do a show back in the day called Jazz and R&B with Lady D and Mr. B. And we
Hmm.
would do something we called two plays. And so we would play the original, like Another Star by Stevie Wonder, but
Hmm.
we would also do the cover, and we did yours on one of our shows, Another Star with Stevie
Wonderful.
Wonder. Yeah, so just wanted to let you know that like I said, I've been following you for a long time, girl, and
Thank
I love
you.
I
Thank you.
love what
Thank
you
you.
do.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. So after the album, I know that's going to be coming up, and then you can exhale because you got it done.
Yes.
What's
Now
coming up after?
the real hard part's coming. The hard part is the promotion, the marketing,
Yes,
and letting the people all over the world know that you exist and this is your music.
right.
And that Carl always told me that. He goes, "You think when I first recorded my first song, he goes, you think this is hard? This is not hard. This is fun. This is the easy part. The hard
Right.
part is getting yourself out there."
Yes, definitely. Now, I'm sure you're on all platforms. Are you on Instagram and
Yes.
do you have music on YouTube as well?
Yes, yes. I have my own YouTube channel.
Okay,
And
awesome,
where I have
awesome,
my videos and interviews and things like that. So you can find me there. Um,
awesome.
yeah, and then my website, www.mariaantoinette.com, where I have merchandise, music, and again, videos and different things like that.
Okay, awesome. And how has your being a harpist, how has that impacted your family life? I know that sometimes when you have to put a lot of time and energy into what you're doing, your family life can become affected by that. So how has it impacted your family life?
No, it's been okay.
Yeah.
Um, it's been okay. It's actually, and it's been a journey that kind of I want to say that people have been with me on.
Yes,
So they
yes.
understand that at times that I need to do what I need to do. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm trying to think how it's impacted. It's impacted that everybody loves my stories. Let's say when I came
Okay.
home, my mom would say, so what did you see? What happened? Did you bring me some goodies or something from
Right.
the concert, or because they always have. I'm at always such a high level stuff that
Hmm.
they have all the best chefs and all that, so sometimes I bring home some hors d'oeuvres, or I go, guess this is what they had, and everybody sits around to hear the story, you know
Wow.
and so it's been
That's
interesting.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite experience that you've been? I know that had to be awesome playing for the president, but
Hmm.
other than that, what has been one of your favorite experiences playing the harp?
Well, I would say just start here in San Diego. They had a
Mm.
San Diego Jazz Festival here at the Embarcadero. This was a
Oh,
few years ago. I don't know if you knew about that, but anyway, me coming on stage with my full band in my hometown and with strings and backup vocals. Because when I
wow.
do my live shows, I have five strings. I have two or three backup singers. and
Mm-hmm.
my full band. And it is very powerful because, and then the harp up front, because most people don't see the harp as being a lead instrument.
Okay.
And so they always see it in the background, oh, dreamy, boring harp music. People are not used to you bringing the funk,
Right.
and just, tearing it up. So
Yes.
that to me, when I was able to achieve that, that was a great accomplishment for me. And I
That's
played with
beautiful.
other bands before, and our girl bands, but it's nothing like having your own.
Yes, that's beautiful. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what you're doing. I'm just really interested and waiting for the album to come out. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes. Right.
Yes, I'm excited about that. Do you have children?
I have one daughter,
Okay.
and I have one. She is married, and she has a son.
Okay. And
So
is
yes,
she
and
interested in the harp? Is she interested in
well,
it?
she took piano lessons.
Okay.
So I gave her piano lessons up until she was 9 years old. Then she goes, "Mommy, I want to sing." So I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay." And she was
nice.
doing great on the piano. And so, I like to honor children's wishes because, they see things you don't, like I
Right.
did. So then she started taking vocal lessons. I mean, in every audition I took her to, she had the best vocal teacher here in Del Mar.
Mhm.
And so she got her up to snuff, and every audition she went to for theater, she won straight out. She was the first pick, powerful voice, excellent presentation, and just her personality, wonderful.
Nice.
So she went to
Nice.
New York and went to school there, and then midstream she was majoring in music and drama, that sort of thing.
Yes.
And she said, "I don't want to sing." I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me? You're in the best place, in New York." And she goes, "I want to do business." Where her father was a stockbroker, one of the number one stockbrokers in the United States for E.F. Hutton. So she had a really keen mind on numbers and calculations, and
Hmm.
she thought she'd do better if she um, went and majored in business. So she did
Beautiful.
that, and got a degree in business, finance, and then worked on Wall Street for 12 years.
Wow. That is beautiful. Well,
Yes, so
that's
she's doing,
awesome.
yeah, so she's doing really well now. And then she's come out of that, and she goes, "Mom, I want to start my own business," because she's meeting and managing money to all these major millionaire people. And she
Hmm.
goes, "The people who making the real money are have their own business." So
Wow.
now she's in Baltimore, Maryland with her family, and she started a business doing a recipe my mom gave her, doing these amazing croissant rolls, but she's taken it to another level, of
Oh
course,
my goodness.
and has her own little shop now. And in the fall of this year, she'll be going into 151 giant stores in the East Coast.
That is amazing. I am so excited to hear that. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Wow.
So
And did you ever go to school for music? Did you go to college and learn
yes,
music?
UCSD here,
Okay.
right up here in San Diego. UCSD, majored in music, majored in harp performance. Then I
Okay.
went to University of Arizona, Tucson,
Okay.
where they had actual harp department. So I transferred
Oh,
out there and studied on one of the first harpists who got her doctorate in harp performance.
wow.
Dr. Carol
Wow.
McLaughlin, she was a Canadian harpist. And in that department, she did teach some pop and jazz. So that opened that door as well. But yes, I did. I went to formal training, as they say.
Awesome. And do you play any other instruments?
No, I could do a little piano, but mainly
Mhm.
the harp is my instrument.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. That's beautiful. So tell us how we can find you. You did tell us you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, you're on
Facebook
Facebook, um,
and my
and you have your
website.
own website. What is the website address so I can type it in here?
Okay, I'm gonna spell it. It's
Okay.
Marie Mariea. Just, and you know what? Just like my name
Uh-huh.
you have up, just type in that whole name, mariaantoinette.com, with
Okay.
with the two A's in the middle.
All right. Got that. And your Facebook page is
It's
your name as
Marie
well.
Antoinette Harpist. Yeah.
Okay. Marie Antoinette Harpist. Okay.
Yes. And then
And
on
your
YouTube, it's the same thing at Marie, Instagram, Maria Antoinette.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, you know what? I'm not going to hold you. I know you're a busy lady, and I know you got things to do, but I'm going to make sure that everybody knows about this. I am broadcasting live on one, two, three, four, 5 pages, 6 pages. I'm on Instagram Live. I'm on this page, my Diane P. Meadows. I'm on my Lady D TV. I'm on the Soul Express Radio. I'm on YouTube Live, and I'm on Twitter Live. So they cannot miss
Wow.
this. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. And
Yes. So
thank you so much for having me, sending you massive appreciation.
thank
Because as you know,
you.
we, have to promote our own and just promote, period. So
Definitely.
I don't
Definitely.
take this lightly at all when I get an opportunity to speak to people. And just know that those of you in the listening audience, that each and every one of you have genius inside of you. It is up to
Thank
you to
you.
find out what that is and go for it, because the creator has given us everything.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm going to play another star.
Okay.
And then after that, then I'm going to go ahead and close out. You can stay on if you like and listen, or
Okay.
if you need to go, you can go. That's fine. But I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and play it, and I'm going to enjoy it and listen to it.
Thank
Okay, here
you.
we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you. All
All
right.
right, here we go.
That's one of my favorites too. I love Another Star.
Yes,
I love playing it.
yes, definitely. Let's see here. Let me turn it up a little bit.
Did you see the video on this in Washington, D.C.?
I
Did I?
did not.
Oh,
I
okay. I'll
did
send
not.
you the YouTube video of this live with my band.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. I can put it on my page.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. That was Maria Antoinette. Extreme, extremely wonderful harpist extraordinaire. I was so jazzed to have her on my show. I love her. I've been following her for years. She's a native of from San Diego, California, my hometown. And yes, I just love that lady. So thank you for joining me, Maria Antoinette. Thank you for being here. Hey, King Handsome, thank you so much for joining. We are at the end of the show. I want to shout out everybody that tuned in, everybody that will tune in afterwards. Catch the replay of this show on all my pages on Lady D TV, on Diane P. Meadows on Facebook, on Lady D TV on Facebook, the Soul Express Radio on Facebook, on my YouTube page, Lady D That Be Me TV, and on Twitter, only one Lady D. Tune in, tell a friend, you guys. I'm so excited for today. Make sure you go to her website, Antoinette, marieantoinette.com, and check out her music as well as on her YouTube page, on her Instagram, and her Facebook page. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. I'm so excited. I can't wait for her album to come out. You guys stay tuned, okay? I'll see you guys next Friday right here on Conversations for Dummies. I have another special guest coming up next week, Miracle Thomas. So stay tuned for her and others coming up. I have some more. And if you would like to be a guest on the Conversations for Dummies, give me an email, shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Lady D TV at gmail.com or on my Facebook, my Instagram pages, and I will be happy to have you on the show. Thank you once again for joining, you guys. Let me see who joined me over here. Real Pastor Brian on Instagram. Uh, see me some on Instagram. Gerald WB777. One Queen Jordan, Giovanni Gianna, whatever, Gianna Vicente, King Handsome, and many others over here on the Instagram page. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. And happy Easter to everyone out there that celebrates Easter. Happy Easter to you guys. Happy Good Friday. Take care.